Hey, namaskar everybody, how are ya? Hopefully everybody's doing awesome today. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. And I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, it's adventure day. So thanks for coming and joining me for another adventure. Looks like we're in Mill Creek Park, right? Right. Mill Creek Park in Youngstown, Ohio. That's going to be our adventure today. Yes, we are going to be walking a trail. We're actually going to be walking two trails today. Why are we going to walk two trails, you're asking? You know, isn't one good enough? Well, being that we are in the largest metro park in the United States, I think we got to double up. Double up. We're going to do the one-way drive trail, which is 0.7 miles, and that actually connects to the old tree trail, which I think is 0.8 miles. Plus, you don't have to take the route I'm going to take, but we're going to add to that. We're roughly going to walk 2 miles on this trip, on this hike. If you want to follow exactly what I do, you can. It's an easy trail, but the way I'm going to do it, there's going to be strenuous parts, and I think one of the general strenuous parts of it is there is an incline. We're headed to the big cut, and I show you when we get to that area. I show you kind of where we are and where I park. There's the parking lot right here, and if you were to look over there and that way, that is the parapet bridge over there. Dinosaur bridge, iron bridge, stone bridge, Indian bridge. Did I say iron bridge? Not iron bridge, stone bridge. It is indeed called the parapet bridge, though I myself will always call it Indian bridge. So that's kind of your pinpoint of where I'm starting. So if you do park here, you can go check out Parapet Bridge. Cool little stone bridge here to chill out by and look at. It's pretty cool. So I think we should giddy up. Come on. But yeah, here's the one-way trail. It's a pretty flat trail, actually. It's kind of rocky here and there, but I don't think if you walk a lot or whatever, you should have a problem. Now, if you have trouble walking and stuff, this might not be the trails to take that I'm going to do today. I think this trail would be okay though, and I'll show you the different pinpoints of what you could do that we're not going to do today, because there are a couple ways that you could go about this. But yeah, this is the first cool thing, this bridge here. Now I was here last week. I was walking, and a lot of wildlife. I ran into some groundhogs, I seen some deer, a lot of cardinals. So this isn't going to be a history hike today. Of course, I'll probably throw out some numbers here or there, I'm sure, before the beginning and the end. It's going to be kind of a, let's see what nature has to offer today. Look at this, look at this. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. How cool is that, guys? We're on the lookout for mushrooms today. Morels. That's awesome. That is cool. It did just rain. I was camping over the weekend, but it did just rain here. And morel mushrooms have that 2-month kind of period that they grow. And we're at the later part of the month, because May is the decline of them, and they kind of just pop up out of nowhere. And they like sycamore trees, and they like dead trees. And as you can see, this trail has a lot of decaying trees, and there are some sycamore trees mixed in here. You'll see some every now and again. So I'll keep my eye out for some of those too. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a let's see what nature has to offer trail. Now, another reason we're doing 2 trails is because this is not a loop trail. This is just a up and back kind of trail. But right up in there, and that way right there, you can't see it, that's the old tree trail up there. So it actually, you can make this a loop trail, but I'll show you where you could veer off again. But you're not going to see nothing like, you know, Lanterman Falls. You're not going to see the pavilions and stuff here, but there are some pretty cool things. I don't want to say a lot of people take this trail. I've seen quite a few people take this trail, but it's pretty quiet for the most part. But look at it, look at this. Look how nice this looks. Man, thought I heard a cardinal. Tell me that's not a cool view. See, now when we do the old tree trail, it actually goes up in that way. It's actually like in the backyards of some people. Another little when it rains, I'm sure the waterfall gets real heavy. Lake Glacier back there. So I'll point out some things that you could look for while you're walking this trail. But if everything I will mention that we're doing today, I have done a video on. So go back through some of my videos on my channel and you'll see. So you can get a in-depth, more precise information on some of those spots that I mentioned. But yeah, there's, oh, check that taxi out, man. That's like an old yellow cab down there. That's cool. That's awesome. Wow, that's pretty sweet, huh? Look at that. I came here looking for birds and I found an old yellow cab. That's cool. But yeah, Lake Glacier. At one point, that wouldn't have been a lake. That was like little pools everywhere. They were swimming holes. There was actually clubhouses and stuff around in there. But yeah, until they dammed that up, and then it became a lake. And that's actually, if you go further down, there used to be an ice house right before the last waterfall, and they used to cut ice from this lake, Lake Glacier. There's 3 main lakes: Lake Glacier, Lake Newport, Lake Cohasset. This would be Lake Glacier. It's a mellow trail though, I'm telling you. Real mellow trail. Now I do have another surprise for everybody, because I kind of like those trails where you go off the path and there might be something cool to see. There's a cardinal right over there flying. 2 of them. But we are going to get off the trail right about where I am now on the way back. We'll get off here and we may see a house that was built by somebody that was in the War of 1812. You know, the whole Canadian thing, eh? You know? Robin over there. There was a cardinal over there. Hopefully we run into some deer on the other way when we head back. Let's see the little thing. Yeah, this is a... I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this trail. See, now you could park down further too and come up this way if you want. But that isn't... Cobwebs. But that isn't the start of the trail. I wanted to start at the beginning of the one-way trail. But I think you'll like it, because this is what the trail is right here. This is pretty much what this trail is the whole way. And on the way back, the other trail's kind of like the same, but we're gonna get into some hills and stuff like that. And like I said, this is a gradual incline, so if you get out of breath easy or whatever, just take that into consideration and bring water. Definitely bring water. When we get to the top of this crest up here, back before, a lot of these trees, it wasn't this grown in, so you could see a lot further than we can now. But when we get to the top of the crest here, we're about 120 feet roughly above Mill Creek. Used to be higher than that, because right there where it turns, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from over here. I'll see. But yeah, nothing really to trip over. You know, it's rocky and it's dirt. But yeah, I can feel the incline. It gets steeper and steeper as we go. But it's not muddy today. The other day I came here, it was a little more muddy. There's some, you gotta find the writings on the trees people carve. Now, let's see. Yeah. See, hey, look, there's the trolley. Man, we got everything out today. Right there, the Mill Creek trolley going down. I haven't seen that. This is the first year I've seen it in quite a while. I guess they do tours, kind of like I'm doing for everybody, but they're riding. But this kind of crossroad here, we were parked that way. If you were to go and keep walking that way, you would come to the famous Slippery Rock. Not Slippery Rock Pavilion or Slippery Rock area, because Slippery Rock Pavilion would be directly across this way, which always reminded me of some kind of Chinese temple when you go to it. It's pretty cool. So make a day of hiking. Check out my videos first, and then you can make a whole day and plan what you want to see. But the Slippery Rock, the story of Slippery Rock, an actual rock, Slippery Rock. The story goes that a young kid was, not just one, I mean it was a group of kids, but one kid wanted to get that last dive in. And remember, these were all swimming holes and stuff over here. I keep hearing birds. So there was a lot of swimming here. Nobody swims in here no more. He ended up slipping off the rock, I think hitting his head. He ended up drowning. His dad came back for revenge, put some dynamite in the rock, and that rock cracked. So he got his revenge. But that was the story of Slippery Rock. So some pretty cool history and stories to go along with the trail. Too bad you couldn't see. Like I said, at one time this wasn't as dense. I think right about now, yeah, this area right here, this whole area right here is called the Big Cut, or the Blue Cut, because back when they were cutting this out as a road, the clay was blue, so they called it the Blue Cut, but the new name was the Big Cut. And if you were to go past it, it's a stone wall, and that's called the Garden Wall. When I get to the end of this trail, I'll show you another way that you could go back to where you parked, and you could go past that garden wall. We're not going to do that today. I'm not taking that way. This year I think it's like all golden. Some years there's different flowers, you know, some years it's blue and orange, but it's pretty cool in the springtime when everything's blooming. But yeah, here we're about 120 feet up above Mill Creek. Mill Creek, I don't know if you can see it. I can see some, right there's going to be a guy walking, right? Okay, there's the guy walking. If you look straight past him, you can see the water down below. I can see it rippling. It's Mill Creek down there. Yep. Like I said, I'm not giving a history lesson on everything we passed today. This was just a nature walk today. But I wanted to pinpoint kind of some different fun facts and things. And it's nice and quiet back here too. You hear the, you hear the traffic, but not a lot of people. And I hear the wildlife everywhere. Usually the GoPro picks it up. So it does sound awesome. Nice though, right? Look, look at how nice the sky is. Oh man, that's great. Now I'll give everybody a heads up. This will be the trail that will be coming back up and reconnecting with the old tree trail. So you're not gonna have to go that way. I'll show you a different way that you can get back. But darn it, that's the way we're gonna do it today. So that's why I said there's gonna be like a couple strenuous parts. Strenuous, potato. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, if you parked where I parked, you could go check out Slippery Rock. You could go check out the Parapet Bridge. You could check out Lake Glacier. I mean, it's right there. You can check out the Slippery Rock Pavilion, which was built in 1911. And it's, like I said, that one reminds me, it does remind me of like some kind of temple when you walk up to it, especially if no one else is around and it's really quiet. It's almost spiritual when you walk over to it. That's the feeling I get anyway. But yeah, see, we're walking nice and at a nice pace, and it's this was the trail. And I'm not sure. Oh, that's a cool tree. A lot of old big trees in this park. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people actually walk this trail, or don't think you don't know where it goes or whatever. That's one of the reasons I wasn't sure whether to do this or not, because it's nothing like crazy exciting, but there are fun facts along it, and it's just pretty looking. And you're in like people's okay, I see where we are, in people's backyards. So it's kind of cool. See, there's people walking here now. We actually, if you take this whole trail, which we are, we'll end up at the lily pond. So I'm sure we'll see some kind of wildlife there. Maybe some egrets, for sure turtles, some goldfish. Hey, what's going on?
I'm right here. When do you need me to watch Aria?
There used to be a stone. Maybe I passed it. There was a stone that you could sit out. It's like almost like a lookout kind of deal. Yeah, there is the trail down there that I'll be taking to the trail that I showed you that we're going to be coming up. We'll end up down that way. You'll see. Just follow the video, and you really can't get lost anyway. But like I said, if you just wanted to do the one-way trail, it's just an out and back trail. There's no loop. But we are going to make it a loop. There you go. There's the lily pond right there. So we'll catch a little glimpse of it. We're definitely going to catch a little glimpse of that. Got some benches. So if you get tired, there's some benches. But I think I can tell you, I think I can point out kind of a spot of an interesting fact when we get down there. That breeze is nice. That's another thing about this trail too. I think it's probably like 80, 81 degrees out today. We're walking the trail. That's not the typical temperature I would like to walk a trail in. But it's shady. This whole trail is shady. We're until, I mean, obviously until we get out of this, but look at it, it's shady. Like I always say, not Slim Shady, just shady. Every time I listen for the birds, then they're quiet. But I don't really condone feeding wildlife. But you know, if you had a pocket full of peanuts or whatever, the chipmunks and the squirrels, you can get them to come up to you. See, we're right by the road. It's kind of a cool trail, actually. It's kind of a really cool trail. I haven't even been looking for the morels. We seen that one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, right there. I was camping today. I went to, I camped out at Mosquito Lake, which is a lake out where I, you know, around where I am. And I have a dog as well. I actually took him camping, and I couldn't believe the amount of bags of dog crap that I've just seen laying around. So people are picking up their dog's crap and just leaving the bags. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Clean up after yourselves. That's as bad as just putting out a plastic bottle. Idiots. I hope the nature is picking up on a microphone, because it sounds really nice. Did I tell everybody to bring water on this trail? No. Bring water. Look at that tree. Almost looks like it was burnt. Let's go look at this thing. Huh. Every time I see those, I think it was trees that look like that look like they were struck by lightning. Yeah, I told you though, nice and shady, even on a hot day. If you want to go hiking, this is the trail to take. It's not the only trail in Mill Creek Park, but this is I don't even want to say, it's just an easy trail. It's an easy trail, and there's some nice sights on it. Not the greatest sights that you can see throughout the park, but again, this is more of a nature trail. And I walked this last week after work, no less. So I worked a full day, came to the park and went hiking. And I was real close to some deer. There was 2 deer. And I was probably about as close as me to that decaying tree right there. But this, I'll tell you what this trail, you know what this trail is? This is the kind of trail that you walk to breathe better. It's just filled with it's a nice, super awesome green space. All the trees. Look at that. Look at the tree over there. That looks weird the way it's folded over. Wow. Hear the birds. It's awesome. When we get up here, I show you a spot where everybody, not everybody, but it's one of the big sled riding hills. When we get up there, you know what? Let me face it this way, because watch the rocks. Watch the rocks on this trail. Everybody would want to see the lake, right? Well, I don't know. I like either. I like the lake, and then I like trees, so I'll switch back and forth. Now, I did do a video on the lily pond itself, so if you want to actual walk around the whole lily pond, watch a video of that, check it out. And always give them a like, especially if you're new to the channel. Give it a like and subscribe. Yeah, look at all the decaying trees. There's a chipmunk down there. I always like how the fungi grows. They look like little shelves on the tree. Right over here, that hill right there. I'm going back on a trail, but this hill right here, this is the old, there's a squirrel right there. He's looking for the snow because he wanted to go sled riding. But a lot of people sled ride down this hill. Yeah, there he goes. Huh. I wonder if that squirrel was a snowboarder, or did he just like riding sleds? I don't know. But yeah, that was a sled riding hill that a lot of people use. Yeah, see, nice little area. Have a picnic over there. How cool is this, huh? And it's a little busy today. Everybody's out and about. When it's nice, everybody wants to get out. Where were they in the wintertime, huh? Just don't enjoy this place in the spring and summertime. Enjoy it all year round. Okay, we'll go over to that bridge over there. Check that out before we walk the on. Now see, here's the other side of the trail. So we just did 0.7 miles. We'll walk over to this and there is a lot of traffic today. Usually it's not busy back here. We'll walk over by this bridge real quick. Cool little bridge. Water's not really flowing today, even though it rained. Let's walk across it. This pavilion over there. Got some stinkweed. Yeah, when it's raining, usually this is all filled up from over there to over here, and nice place to like cool off and chill. Except for these mosquitoes. I don't know if you can see them. There's mosquitoes all over the place right there. Uh-oh, I hear the po-po. Something's going down in Little Chicago. All right. Now here's the lily pond. There's the lily pond sign and the lily pond parking lot, which is the oldest lake in the park, if you didn't know that. And it started out as a puddle. This wasn't always a lake until they dammed it up.
You're recording?
Yeah.
Was that
Say hi. It'll be on YouTube.
Hi.
But before they dammed this up, this was nothing. It was pretty much a puddle. And I showed you a little dam part of it anyway. Somebody doesn't like the lily pond. That's kind of new. You can walk out on there. It's a little observation deck. And I'll show you. I'll walk around the rim over there and see if we can spot some fish. No fishing, of course. And that's a really great sign, because if that sign wasn't there, I was going to tell you, if there's one thing I can tell you about the lily pond, don't feed the fish. This lily pond went through some major problems. It's been dredged a few times. Fish died in it. Don't feed the fish, because at one time you would come here and you would see everybody with their Schwabel's bread, and everybody was, I'm talking everybody. It would be nothing to see 100 people feeding the fish over here. But here's the frog pond, and this is kind of new. Not new from what I remember as a kid. See if we can see any frogs. It's kind of warm out, so they are probably under. But this would be the frog pond here. There's a dam right over there, okay? And that goes into Mirror Lake. And then after Mirror Lake, there's another waterfall, which is pretty, and that's actually one of my favorite waterfalls that was over there. But it's warm out today, like, not so we probably won't see a lot of wildlife. If we do, it's more going to be birds. So come in the morning, come later at night, you'll see more wildlife. Nothing to see deer. Look for the albino deer. He's out here. Yeah, let's see, we'll get close. Yeah, there's some little minnows in there, little minnows. There's a bunch of little minnows out there. Some bluegill out there. There's a bass right there. I don't know if you can see. I didn't buy the GoPro, my pulverized sunglasses. There is a, oh, okay, never mind. It's all, oh, right there. There's a bass right there. If you can see it moving. And then out there would be some bluegill. There's a bunch of bluegill out in there. I was hoping to see some turtles, man. Usually the turtles are like sunbathing, but maybe it is too hot out here today. A lot of bass and bluegill. Usually I'm seeing the goldfish. What's going on? And you got this side with the I'll show you a sign here real quick. You can pause it, but this is the fish you'll see in here. And they do have the, we say, well, they have the goldfish and then they have the carp. I hear a frog. Let's see if we can find him. It might have went under. I heard him. But I'm pinpointing some spots for you, so when you come, hopefully you see every wildlife that you could possibly see here. Here's some goldfish right. I'll show you right here. Here they are. If you look out there enjoying the shade, right there. And again, don't feed the fish bread. Yeah, the lily pond just started coming back to life again. How you doing? Good, good, thank you. So yeah. Now, if you want to go into little lures and stories of the lily pond, we're not going to walk all the way around. Check out the other video. How you doing? Right over here, in this area over here, was found a baby fetus. It wasn't meant to be, it wasn't murder or anything like that. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't in a bad way. It was just in a bad spot because somebody found it while they were walking. But in this area right here, a fetus was found in a box. Watch the video on a lily pond, and you can go in more in depth about it. But yeah, that was the one of those little lore stories, but it wasn't really a lore, it was a true story. Oh, you know what? There is a turtle here. I'll show you a turtle. There's one right out there on the tire or whatever the heck that is. There's some more over there. Let me see. Usually there's dozens and dozens just hanging out. Let's see if I can get over here before this one goes under. Yeah, so if you wanted to park at the lily pond, you could just do the lily pond. Spend half hour just walking here if you want, checking things out. There's a turtle right under there, under those trees, and there, yep, turtle just went in the water. There's one right there. They all hear me because I'm a loudmouth. But they're mostly red ears in here. There you are. There's a nice little walkway. Yeah, there's a couple swimming out there. There's one out there on the wood. So yeah, you can come here. Usually you'll see a lot of turtles. A lot of turtles and a lot of goldfish. Some more carvings in the rocks. You know how I like the rock carvings. This one's cool. Look at all the woodpecker holes up in there. That's awesome. That's cool. I get a kick out of that. Especially the, ooh, there's a turtle right there. Might be hard to see. There, he's just turning around, going under. So yeah, right here, the oldest puddle, the oldest lake in the park. All right, let's keep walking, and we'll climb a hill here in a little bit. I suppose you could go that way, but that's not really a trail, is it? That's what I was going to tell you. If you wanted, let me show you something real quick. To the lily pond. Okay, this is the trail I just turned down. If you didn't want to follow the way I'm going, you could have turned around and followed the same trail back. That's cool. You didn't have to come in this way, and you didn't have to go into the lily pond. You could have went out to the main road, and you could have took that. You'd be walking on the road, but you could have took that all the way around, and you would have passed the wall garden, and you would have got to see that in all its splendor, and you would have went past the Pioneer Pavilion, at least seen it to your right, and you would have just followed it around and went back to your parking space. So you could have, there's a couple options. So this today's adventure is kind of like it's kind of like one of those Dungeons and Dragons book where you get done with a chapter, and then if you wanted to do this, turn the page, whatever, and if you wanted to do this, turn the page, whatever. So the adventure is yours. How about that? And as always, bring a picnic, bring a sandwich. Oh, there's a chipmunk right there. Look at that. See him run? Man, he really skedaddled. There's some idiot that threw a aluminum can down there. I don't know if it really was an idiot, but sounds like it. You just smell the green in here. It's great. It's great. So I hope everybody has to tell me what they think of like this kind of video, because it's really a video about nothing really. I'm just walking this trail and showing you a trail that you can enjoy here in the park. I like when you see that in the water going down. Oh. Boy, that's great, right? Sounds so awesome back in here. That was fun. There's another one. I'm not going to walk around that one because I walked around, or I walked across the other one. But yeah, you bring your kids here, see? They can have fun too. Because as a kid, what's cooler than seeing turtles and walking across trees across the water? Now, I wouldn't go too far deep in there because then it turns into that sludge. See, it gets, that's what I was telling you, if you have trouble walking, some of the spots are iffy, you know, like that. You just got to watch your footing. Pretty soon we'll be headed up. Hey, look, there's like a little ferry hole. That was cool. Surrounded by lichen. Yeah, see how sludgy it is down there? Haven't seen no egrets here today. Everybody's probably in the air conditioner, right? Okay, here is the path that we're going to walk up to go back to the old tree trail. Now, I told you you'd be walking on the road, right? That's the road that you would have been walking on. So if we were to go, I'm going to show you real quick. I'll run over here. We'll run over here and I'll show you the waterfall. Should be able to see it from up here. There it is right there. You go check that waterfall, and that waterfall was one of my favorite waterfalls ever. You could have a lunch right there. So yeah, and that was another sled riding hill that people go down to. So yeah, but that would be the road that you would have been walking down. And a little further up there is the wall garden. So yeah, now you can continue down this path, and that takes you to the road as well. So you could take that. We are not doing that. We're gonna climb. we're gonna climb. We got some other climbers climbing the hill up there. How's that hill? Oh, doesn't sound like she liked it too much. But this is the strenuous. This is the strenuous part of the trail. But this is the way I go. Again, you don't have to go this way. You can walk up here. You can walk backwards up here. You can run up here. Whatever you want to do. You can sit and meditate on this rock. We're almost there though. This is why I tell you, bring water. Bring water. But that's as that's as strenuous. That's as strenuous as it gets. It's steeper in person. It is steeper in person. Let me take a breather. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get something to drink. Be right back. Well, let's see. I think I keep this backpack off. Trying to vlog with one hand. I don't even know what I did with everything. Thought I heard a blue jay up there. I don't know. Yeah, bring water. That's all I say. If you bring water, life is good. And a little hint too. I'll give you a little hint, especially on, not even a hint, advice, I guess. I'll give you some advice. If you are, hold on a minute. It's hard to do this with one hand. If you are walking when it's hot, don't have ice cold water. That might make you puke. Drink, don't have it ice cold, okay? Just, but definitely drink water. But yeah, this is the hill, and it doesn't do it justice. It looks steeper in person, but yeah, that's the strenuous part. Now that's the trail that we came here on. That's the one-way trail. Okay, now we're gonna do the old tree trail. 0.8 miles. I think we can do it. What do you think? You think? I think so. Okay, so now we're on the old tree trail. This has a lot of decaying trees. This trail goes through like people's very backyards. This is the trail that I seen the deer on. It wasn't as warm as it is today, so we'll see what we run into. In this, I'll get off the trail here when we get up a little bit, and we'll see what's off the trail a little bit. You might find it interesting. I know I did. I think it's a pretty cool story. Yeah, see, now we're in the shade. Look at it. Oh, man. Love it. That's awesome. Oh, man. Oh, I hear people on the rice burners. That reminds me of a termite hill right there. We could limbo. You can limbo if you want. Right. Oh, we got it. We did it. This is where we'll probably see more birds, hopefully. I think the reason I seen the deer up on this trail is we're far enough away from the road, and it wasn't as noisy. So I don't know, whatever time, hey, any time's a good time to hike. But I think if I were to do this trail, I would like to do an early morning. Oh, look at that, that's a sparkly on there. I like walking trails early in the morning. Oh, I see a chipmunk over here. Let's see if we get up to him. Oh, he's running over there. There he goes, running through there. I don't know if it caught it or not. Yeah, but it was real cool. I seen a groundhog, seen a couple deer, squirrels, chipmunks, a lot of cardinals. Usually there's a lot of cardinals flying around. Get lucky, see a hawk. If you're really lucky, catch an owl. From time to time I see them in the park. Maybe you'll even glimpse up in the sky when you're walking here and see an eagle. That looked kind of weird right there. Look at that. Yeah, I see why they call this there's a chipmunk running across. See why this called the old tree trail. Yep, he went in through that hole over there. Pretty neat though, right? Pretty neat trail to take. This top trail, because there's the trail that we went down on. That was the one-way trail. So anybody ever hear of Joshua Kyle? He was a veteran of the War of 1812. And that was the whole Admiral Perry, that was the whole Canadian thing. But he was in the War of 1812. He bought 100 and something acres here in Mill Creek Park. I see shadows of birds. Man, look at that. I love that. That's what I like right there. Well, he bought a bunch of property here in Mill Creek Park, and he built his own house. He actually used quarried stone that was on his property, and the walls I think are like 2 foot thick. That's the Kyle McCollum house right there. And there's actually a marker. Yeah, that's the Kyle McCollum house. Look at that. That rope always kind of that one right there looks kind of weird. But yep, that is, now this house right here, I'm going to show you the marker, because there is a historic marker here. But this house could be, and it probably is, the oldest inhabited, now that is the key word, house in Youngstown that is still on its original site. But that is the Kyle McCollum house right there. Now he had a wife, Mary, and they had some daughters and sons, and we're gonna go check out a cemetery that's up here, and it's a homestead cemetery, I guess. One of his sons died from a fall, and I guess that's how the cemetery got started. Yeah, this is the part that I don't think a lot of people go off the trail to go see, and it's history right here, which is kind of cool. There's a squirrel running. There's a, yep, there's a robin. I'll stop at that marker on the way back. Yeah, I think in 1890 he sold some property to the park to make it bigger, to help Mill Creek Park out. And that house been in the family. I know it's been sold a couple times, but it's been actually in the family until 1937. And those owners, they added on to the house and whatnot. But here is the home cemetery. Some call it the Mill Creek Cemetery. This is the home cemetery. And I don't know where he's buried at. But let's go look for Joshua and Mary. It's going to be an old gravestone, which could be anywhere. Yeah, I've actually not walked through here before. This is the first time I'm walking through here, so I don't know. There's a veteran right there. Look at that, there's a firefighter over there. It is warm out, everybody. It's warm. I think I got a sweat going on. I'm gonna go check out over there. These look like newer ones. Like I said, I don't know really who I'm looking for. It might be those stones right there. Might be one of these. It's probably one of these stones. These are the older ones here. See if we can find them. There's Cornelius Kyle. Man, some of these are just worn. Look at that. Wow. These are old. Who's that? Joshua and Mary Kyle. Right here. Joshua Kyle, Mary Kyle. There we go. So if you didn't know that, Joshua Kyle, he was in the War of 1812. And that's who built that house over there. Boy, these are some old ones, huh? Wow. All right, well, I say we get back on the, yeah, look at some of the dates, 1824, 1826. So, again, I think this is more of a family plot kind of cemetery, because this would have been his land. He actually, Joshua Kyle, actually, that was his house, but he had a farm. And he also had a sawmill that was on the banks of the Mahoning River, which is it's underwater now. I mean, it's not around anymore. But yeah, so that's an interesting story too. But like I said, the trail is a nature trail, okay? But get off the path a little bit, and you can go a little deeper into history. And I thought this was pretty cool. I think it's neat. Yeah, look, people leave offerings here too. Look at that. A golfer. Okay. So yeah, if you want to get off the path just a little bit, I have to find out how to open it. If you want to get off the path a little bit and check out one of the oldest houses in Youngstown and a cemetery, it's right here. And that's what it is, the home cemetery. Right there. Like I said, some people call it the Mill Creek Cemetery, and I think there's another name for it or whatever, but it is indeed the home cemetery. Now, when I go back up here, I'm not going to read it, but I will show you, because it's not the same thing on both sides. It's kind of what I was explaining to you. But pause the video when I show you this and read it all. It's a pretty interesting story. Can you imagine what this was like back in the day? Like, this was just farm. It was just farm and quarry, and man, that's awesome. I love historic markers though. But I'll show you. I show you side 1 and side 2, or side A and side B, or this side and that side. This would be. And I don't know when this was put up. What, 2017 this was put up? Now here, again, pause it and read it. Excuse me. Pause it and read it. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see it, because I can't on the screen. But yeah, pause it, read it, and you'll find out it's pretty much what I just told you, but obviously that has the specific information on it. But how cool was that, right? And it goes right back in. And I think, actually, if you didn't want to walk here, I think that's McCollum Road, is what that road is. So that's the little, that was a little fun part. That was a little fun part of the trail, wouldn't you say? Again, I'm telling you, I'm not seeing a whole lot of wildlife yet. Maybe we will. We're still not done yet. But I hope when you come and do this trail that you see a lot. Because, like, again, I did last week. I've seen a lot. I was sending pictures to my daughter and my girlfriend, and look at all that up there. And they were getting jealous. Look at that though. That would have been a farm area up there, looking over this. And that's another little connector. There's our trail that we came in here with. Look, they're parallel to each other. So that's kind of neat. Look at all the decaying trees. That's what I was telling you about the morel mushrooms. Now I'm hearing birds everywhere. The morel mushrooms, they like the decaying trees and that. So my stupid self haven't been looking. I've been watching my steps where I've been going. But it's getting late in the season for those. They don't last very long. Oh, there's a bee. A wood bee right there. Yeah, so what's everybody think? I like this trail. This is one of those trails that you could walk. I would go back and forth if you're lacking time. Just go back and forth. But you wouldn't have to go down to the lily pond. You know what I mean? You could just go back and come back. You could make it a loop if you wanted. That tree. Yeah, these are those just nice, easy walking trails. Lake Glacier, and if you look straight through there, what's that bridge called? Did you say Dinosaur Bridge? Yeah, you could be right. That's the Parapet Bridge. But if you called it the Dinosaur Bridge, you've got one of the nicknames right. There's so many nicknames for that bridge. And I did do a video on that bridge as well, and I actually walked over to it. I walked over it, I walked under it. So go check it out. Go check it out. Definitely check it out. At least, you know, I mean, these are old anyway, but at least they clear the trails here. They're pretty good about it. I wouldn't want to have been under that one when it fell, though. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's cool, huh? Oh, what are these? Those newbie trees growing? Those are kind of creepy, huh? Ah, those look kind of creepy. We're coming into another area here that's pretty neat. It's kind of a nice area. Oh, this is where I seen the deer last week. I seen 2 of them and they were right in here. It's a cool area here, right? It's a really neat area. I like it because the water's down here. It'd be better if it was raining. If it was raining, this would be cool to come over and see. I hear bees. Look at that. Nice, huh? It's nice. Yeah, hopefully you watch this and you want to do this trail. Let me know what kind of wildlife you've seen on it. Now, I will tell you something. Let me get to the top of this hill, and I want to point something out to everybody. If you didn't want to go this way that I'm just going, yes, I'm going up an incline. Before we were up there, okay, and then we continued down there and walked around this way, and I am where I am now. There's a path that goes down, and that's actually the path that we started at. So you could go down that way and you could go back to where we parked. We're not doing that because why aren't we doing that? Because we're doing 2 trails today and we're not done with our second trail. So we're gonna finish the old tree trail, and that's what we're on. So that's why I didn't get off there, but you can if you wanted to. Like I said, my adventure's like a book. So yeah, you choose what adventure you want. Well, it's not a morel mushroom, but it's a mushroom. Nice little hike though. Just a nice little hiking trail. Little chipmunk down there. I hear these wood bees, everybody. Look at that tree. See, trees, I don't like people engraving in trees, first of all, because I love trees. I like when I see engravings in the quarry stone, in the sandstone and stuff like that. I think that's pretty awesome. And I like to look at dates. Usually the stone ones are old. See, this trail is just a bunch of old decaying trees, even down in there. What's in the middle of that tree? Oh, I thought something was in the middle of that tree over there. I was hoping. I am kind of bummed out a little bit though, because I was hoping to see like a lot more wildlife. I was hoping to run into at least some deer, but it is hot, so they're probably lying down somewhere. But you hear that? When there's no traffic going by, you hear the birds. You got the birds, and then you got that view. What do you think? Awesome, right? This might be one of those long videos too. Look, see, I think these are like branches, or not branches, but like shrubs or trees growing. Look at how weird they are. They kind of look almost scary. That's neat. Oh, thought I heard something. Here's another little drainage thing, but dry, which is weird. It did rain yesterday. It rained yesterday pretty good. Look, somebody made a trail of steps going up. Pretty neat. See, we're in the backyards. It's kind of weird. We're in the backyards of people. Just to cut that all down. Now this is fresh stuff. There was something flying through there. Oh, yep, there he goes. Oh, there's a chipmunk over there. Now I'm hearing all kind of animals. Yeah, this one's fresh. This must have just fell. Wow. I think I've just seen a lot of chipmunks today. That's what's out. Elvin and the chipmunks. Yeah. You need to come out, you need to relax. This is the trail you want to take. This would be a nice trail too. This guy's backyard's pretty nice. Look at that. Has the wood mulch down there. He probably has a pool up there. That's a nice looking backyard he made that into, huh? It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Squirrel. That squirrel, a blue jay. Look, there he goes. There's a blue jay right there. Yeah, there's a blue jay right at the top of that little tree right there. I think he showed up. I think he did show up. The squirrel went somewhere. There's two of them. Two blue jays flying. They don't like the noise either. They think it's stupid too. But I guess everybody can enjoy their day in different ways, right? I just like peace and quiet and nature. But that's why I said this trail I think would really be cool, because I don't mind hiking in the rain. Not at all. I kind of like it. When you hike in the rain, that's how you find all those hidden waterfalls that you don't see all the time. It's like, oh, check this out, check that out. See, watch, I'm gonna turn this. We're in the backyards of people. Crazy, huh? It's crazy. But yeah, you hike in the rain on this trail, I bet you see a lot. I bet you see a lot of action. Because it'll be raining, but you're under the canopy of the trees. So I mean, you're still gonna get wet, yeah, but still gonna be covered a little bit too. Somebody's yawning over there, huh? Oh, there's a cool little bridge up ahead. Look at that. So yeah, I would say roughly, if you parked where I parked, and you walked the same way that I walked, it's probably about 2 miles. I would say. I would guess it'd be about the 2-hour mark. No, we're not done yet. We still got a little ways to go. But where I end my video, it's not where you're gonna have to stop, because you're gonna have to walk the rest of the way to your car. But so remember that when I end the video. I'll remind you. I'll remind you. That's a cool tree, huh? Yeah, they're like brothers right there. So yeah, you will find some interesting things on this trail. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to do this one or not, but being that I've done a lot of the other Mill Creek trails, I figured I should. And you'll get a gist of, you can spend as much time as you want. You can spend as much time as you want doing this trail. You can stop however long you want, or you don't have to stop like me. I just keep going. I think somebody's leaf blowing up there. Yep. I think everybody got a pool. Now see, they wouldn't need a pool if you go back in time, and you could swim in Lake Glacier. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any cool animals with that noise going around. That's awesome, isn't it? We're almost at the end of this trail, because I can see it. But I love this. This is what I live for, man. This is what I live for. Look at that. How cool is that? I love it. This is what you need. It's a knot up in that tree right there. Yep, we are almost done. We're actually, I'm gonna end up over there, see where all the colored paddle boats are. I think that's kind of where I'm gonna end my video for everybody, and I show you what to do. hopefully you follow this trail, the exact one that I took. Again, I gave you different options of what to do if you didn't want to, you know, take the exact route I did. But I think you'd enjoy this one. I think you will. All right, this is our descend. Watch your, it's steeper than it looks, guys. Steeper than it looks. I always like these things too. This ain't the perfect one, but I always call these things like nature's cup, because when it rains, these little holders like that, they fill with water, and like it's good for the animals to come and drink. Look how old this tree is. Look at this thing. Wow. Let's see what this says. Oh, please stay on trails. I think the other, we're gonna walk down here. That's, you could go on the road if you wanted and go out that way, but we're going on the trail. Oh man, see, this is what makes me mad. All this plastics, man. What's up, dog people? Come on. This is when you get anxious because you're getting out here. But I personally think this is an awesome trail to do. I think it would be awesome when it's raining. I think that this would be a cool trail to do when it's raining. Again, you don't have to do both trails like I did today, but you might as well, because make it a loop, right? Make it a loop. That's cool. Something must have been back here, an old house or something. Right? But yeah, I would just make it a loop. Do the, you don't even have to go to the lily pond. Just do the, just go down to do the one-way trail. And if you want to come back and do the old tree trail, you could do that. On the other side of this. We'll go up here and I won't go that way. I'll go this way so we can see the sign, and I show you where this trail starts or begins depending on where you are. Here is the old tree trail. This would be the beginning or the end of the old tree trail. Now, if you just want to do the old tree trail, you could park right here. So there's the paddle boats over there, and here's a parking lot. And then you could take this trail and take this all the way to where it ends, and that would be your 0.8 miles. Or, man, these sticks. Or you don't have to. Let's see what's on the other side. I'll actually go down there. I think that looks like a perfect spot to end my video. Of course, it looks all grungy down there, doesn't it? Let's go down. We'll go down there on that bridge. We will go down there on that bridge. Everybody's over there fishing. And here we are at Lake Glacier. There's the paddle boats right there. Nobody's on them. They're fun. I guess it's fun here, but I will tell you, if you do the paddle boating here, it doesn't look that big, but you get tired pretty quick. Look at that. That's awesome. This is usually a little deeper, and there's fish down there. Over there would be the Lake Glacier waterfall, and there's another waterfall beyond that one, and it would be the ice house dam is what that would be. Yeah, so hey, I think I'm gonna end the video here now. This is where I'm gonna end my video, but I still have to walk down that way to my truck. So if you do the trail exactly how I do, this isn't where I'm stopping. You're gonna have to still walk to your truck, which 10 minutes, if that. 5-10 minutes to your truck, and then your truck, car, whatever. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. That way when I do another adventure with you guys, you'll know when the video is posted. This is pretty much what my videos are like, history and hiking, and throw in some urbex in there. So check out the other videos, and until I see you on the next trail, wherever that may be, Bad Malenge.